Second is parallel axis theorem. Parallel axis theorem, it is used to moment of inertia any object transfer to anywhere. Simply, what is the use? Suppose I know moment of inertia about this object, that is the rectangular section. So moment of inertia about this axis is equal to, that is the width, that is the height, b cube divided by 12. About that is the moment of when the he is rotated about this axis. That time moment of inertia about bh cube by 12. But I am asked you moment of inertia about here when our object is rotated about this axis. This axis. I know the here, but here to here moment of inertia transfer to use of the parallel axis theorem. What is use? Understand what is the use of parallel axis theorem? Are used to moment of inertia of any object transfer to one axis to the another parallel axis. That is the use of parallel axis theorem. Or it is the parallel axis theorem is the sum of, suppose, moment of inertia about centroidal axis and find out moment of inertia about here. Then moment of inertia about centroid axis plus area of the whole object into perpendicular distance from here to there. That distance square is known as the parallel axis system. In definition, he also says the sum of moment of inertia about an axis parallel to the passing through the centroid of the section. Moment of inertia about the centroid axis CC. In figure, you see the CC is CZ. Moment of inertia about CZ, the centroidal axis pass from the center of gravity of the object. That moment of inertia plus area of the object into S is the perpendicular distance from the two axes square. That is moment of inertia about IAB. In that mathematical expression simply says that the sum of moment of inertia about an axis parallel passing through the centroid of the section plus the product of the area and the square of the perpendicular length between two axes. That is clear. Parallel axis theorem. Parallel axis theorem is nothing but is the moment of inertia about center of gravity plus area into length to perpendicular axis between the length square. When the moment of inertia about, suppose find out here, but when I am asked to moment of inertia about this axis, then moment of inertia about this axis plus first you find out the moment of inertia about centroidal axis plus area of the whole object into whole distance here distance here to here. When because of you are find out moment inertia about this axis, then this axis distance from this axis to this centroid axis, that distance is square. Means distance are variable in the parallel axis theorem. Polar moment of inertia. Basically, polar moment of inertia is the polar moment of inertia of a section about an axis perpendicular to the plane of the section is equal to the sum of the two mutually perpendicular axes intersecting at the point of the axis known as the polar moment of inertia. Simply here says the polar moment of inertia, suppose that is the CU, that position of our hand, moment of inertia of a section about an axis perpendicular to the plane of the section, the moment of inertia of that section, that is the perpendicular from the x and y axis, x and y axis. He asked the moment of inertia of z axis is the sum of mutually perpendicular axes intersecting at a point of two other section x and y direction between two 90 degree mutually perpendicular, that moment sum or all three axes are intersect at a point, that is known as the polar moment of inertia. Simply say that the moment of inertia about z axis equal to moment of inertia about x axis plus moment of inertia about y axis, that is known as the polar moment of inertia. That is clear. Polar moment of inertia. In mathematical expression also he say that the Iz is equal to Ix plus Iy. So that is the last lecture.